Ladies and gentlemen, the summer has ignited, and the road to the US Open begins not in the bright lights of New York, but in the intense heat and fervor of Washington, D.C. This isn't just a tournament, it's the first battle of a 7-week war across North America, through the United States, Canada, and Mexico. This is the calm before the Grand Slam storm. This is where champions begin their ascents. Washington, where ambition meets opportunity. Where rackets clash and reputations are forged. At stake is not just a title. Not just the $197,570 winner's purse. No, it's far more than that. It's 500 precious ranking points toward the coveted PIF WTA rankings. It's a vital leap in the race to the WTA finals in Riyadh. It's history. It's statement. It's positioning. And this year, it's even more electric than ever. Because this is the only tournament all year that unites a WTA 500 level and an ATP 500 level competition under one roof, on one stage, during one electric week. Tennis doesn't just arrive in Washington, it takes over. At the center of the women's draw stands a familiar figure, a woman of fierce composure and relentless power, Jessica Pegula. The world number 4, the 2019 champion here. A gladiator ready to reclaim the court she once ruled. She leads the pack, not just as the top seed, but as a beacon for American tennis and a pillar of consistency. But look closely. The road she must walk is paved with danger. It's unpredictable. It's unforgiving. Conspicuously absent this year is last year's champion, Paula Badosa, the world number 10, unable to defend her crown due to her persisting back issues. Her absence leaves a void in the draw, a question mark over who will rise and seize what she cannot defend. And from across the pond, a different kind of story is unfolding. Emma Raducanu, Britain's teenage Grand Slam miracle of 2021. A name whispered with both excitement and doubt. A talent that glimmers and flickers. She returns to the hard courts with fire in her eyes and questions on her shoulders. She opens against Marta Kostyuk of Ukraine, a player who already knows what it feels like to beat her. The Ukrainian leads their head-to-head 2-1. But this isn't Madrid. And this isn't clay. This is the US summer hardcourt swing, and Raducanu's moment of revenge may be near. She'll remember that first win, that commanding 6-2, 6-1 performance on clay 3 years ago. A memory, perhaps, of what she is still capable of. A flashback she'll try to resurrect with every swing of her racket. If she conquers that first hurdle, her path grows no easier. Awaiting her is a potential clash with Yulia Putintseva, a relentless grinder, or Naomi Osaka, the 4-time Grand Slam champion, still seeking to regain her rhythm, still flashing glimpses of greatness beneath her calm exterior. Raducanu has never faced either. But she'll need no scouting report, only courage, timing, and belief. Putintsevas' form has dipped, just one win in the last 2 months. Osaka's confidence flickered at Wimbledon, where she made it to the last 32, but the aura of her legacy still lingers on any court she steps on. Should Raducanu emerge, the quarterfinals offer more intrigue. A battle with fellow young gun Emma Navarro may await. The American number 2 seed has been quietly impressive, steadily climbing, a calm storm ready to burst. She anchors the bottom half of the draw and watches with focused patience. There's more, much more. Maria Sakkari, the muscular, tenacious Greek warrior who reached last year's final in Washington. She's here again, not to reminisce, but to redeem. Katie Boulter, the stylish, strategic Brit who rose this week back to British number 1. She returns after a hard-fought Wimbledon and a tough loss to Badosa in the second round. She knows the surface, she knows the fight, and she's not coming to participate, she's coming to contend. The draw is alive, it breathes with possibilities. Boulter could collide with Sakkari in the very first round, a match loaded with tension, pace, and tactical grit. A potential blockbuster to ignite the tournament before it even truly begins. Navarro awaits the winner of that clash. A dangerous position for any top seed. No guarantees, no safety net, just raw competition, and hovering over it all is the weight of the US Open. The final Grand Slam, the promised land of American tennis. Washington is not the end. It is only the first test, a test of form, of nerve, of stamina. For Raducanu, it is a chance to remind the world why she was once the Queen of New York. For Osaka, a return to the canvas on which she once painted masterpieces. For Pegula, a shot at redemption and dominance on home soil. But this isn't just about the stars. It's about the stories behind every unseeded player, every wildcard, every qualifier desperate to make their mark. To earn their moment under the lights. This is the beginning of a journey that stretches beyond borders, into Canada, into Mexico, into the furnace of Flushing Meadows. And every match here matters. Every game, every point, every swing of the racket echoes down the summer stretch. The champions of tomorrow are sharpening their skills today. And the fans, they're in for a spectacle. They're in for drama, power, tears, and triumph. This is Washington. This is the start of the American tennis summer. Let the story begin. Let the rackets fly. Let the tennis burn.